So the Trax News update for April 19, 2022. The biggest story, the most interesting story, is Elon Musk that was trying to buy Twitter, but they stopped him from making that move. He's trying to get in there. He's trying to go, through some IPO option or something like that. But there's a lot of dirty, grubby hands on that Twitter scene, right? The Democrats or Saudi Arabia's got some. They all trying to do that dirt. They're trying to spy in on your phone. World leaders, Jeffrey Epstein. It's a sleazy, grimy, nasty world at the top. And you got a guy like Elon Musk who's really all about it. And I would trust him with Twitter way more than I would any of these other forces, because he would kind of make it a free speech scene, or at least we'd hope so. But it doesn't matter. I'd rather have him do it than anybody else. He made a chess move. He tried to make a power move, and they blocked him. They're all buying in. They're all panicking because they want to control Twitter from the top. Who's they? It's the elites, right? Sometimes you call them the left-wing Democrats. Why are they Democratic? Because it's a false, facade. Oh, they're pro black women, minorities, this, that. They're not pro any of that. They live in beautiful Anglo-Saxon neighborhoods in an Anglo-Saxon world. And I don't bother them that they want to live in that world, but the hypocrisy, the lies that they're for this and for that and for this and for that. Yeah, they're for it for 15 minutes a day where they could get away with it. And then they're back to being elite, sipping the latte and planning the downfall of the people that are around them through their hypocrisy and lies. And Elon Musk's trying to move in on that, Joe Rogan style or Elon Musk or whatever it is, but they're at war, and we'll see how that war plays out. But the crux of that war is going to come with the 2024 Trump comeback and his movements on that end. That'll be very, very interesting. In the 2022 midterm elections, which will wipe out the Democrats and cleanse them, purge them of their hypocrisy. Maybe they go back to their old ways, but I don't really have a lot of faith right now, and it is a big fraud. Meanwhile, in Ukraine, desperate Russians are still dropping one missile at a time all over Ukrainian cities, as you can see right here.
It's been under attack. You're watching a Russian attack on Lviv from earlier today. The attack killed 7 civilians.
All right, how many? The question in war is inventory. How many missiles does Russia have left to be able to fire a long range? I'm sure they have a lot of artillery shells. I'm sure they could put a lot of nonsense together and send it towards the front. But they're struggling and they're weighing down. Time is not on their side. Meanwhile, Ukraine is still being pumped by the West. I know some people are against this. If you're sitting here spouting a bunch of conspiracy theories about Putin and the West and the New World Order and this and that, you're wrong. Because what you should be doing is thinking about the lives of the people in these cities and the mass graves that they're in, which they didn't have to be in. That's really what it is. They didn't have to go through all this suffering. It was all for the glory of Putin, his dumb miscalculation that his arcane military is going to go in and take Ukraine. And now it's turned into a bloodbath. Russia's going to pay the price for that. And if the world has any justice in it at all, Putin is going to pay the price for that. It is a matter of time. I'm looking forward to see how that unfolds. But the Russian people, I am shocked how backwards they are when they're sitting there supporting this disgusting war effort. Some of them know what's up, but the rest of them sitting there for Putin. And Russia's always been, and I'm from the Soviet Union, and the country I'm from had a lot of influence from Russia. It's always been a country of lies. Communism works. We're better. This is better. The communism is better. We have a better standard of living. This is better. This is this. The constant lies I went through as a childhood, it's bad. But nothing is as bad as what they're doing in Shanghai. Residents are screaming. I mean, this is old news for the most part. And we were doing this in New York, but we weren't howling like they are. And nothing is more frightening than these cats in bags here. What are they going to do with these cats? They sit here and they put these little helpless, defenseless cats, and they're rounding them up. Why? Because of the virus? No, because they're an authoritarian government. Someone makes an idea over there and they force it upon the people. Another dark chapter in the world that could go out of control. So there's a lot of dark forces. The elites in the country of the United States, the elites it's all the elites really. The elites in China they're coming up with their dumb ideas. The elites in Russia that are under control of Vladimir Putin, they were doing their dumb ideas over there, and in this country, they're battling kind of, which is more of a free democracy, they're kind of battling Elon Musk and Joe Rogan and these types for power. While this remains a democracy, is our only hope, our only chance. Our window of opportunity to save the day is closing, or else we're going to end up in one of those sacks like one of those cats.